Walk up in the spot, they be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Walk up in the spot, they be like,
Hi, I'm fine. Hi, hello, welcome to Garrett Unhinged. I'm doing great. Hey, I just returned from Japan, as in just now, right now, literally right now. I've just returned from Japan. I just got off the airplane and walked back into the door from my trip to Japan. We're not going to be long here right now. You're getting thrown head first in. Why? Because I don't want to talk right now. I am in desperate need of sleep. I can't sleep on airplanes. I have too much fun. Is that a problem? Listen, on the airplane, I saw that I had 3,247 clips and videos from my trip to Japan, which is why I screamed at the beginning of this video, because I was thinking, how am I going to put those all into a video? But what you're about to see is my best attempt to do that. Anyways, I'm sure this will be insane, so don't overthink it, because I certainly haven't. Okay, but you enjoy this video. I'm going to start you off in the airport when I left. Yeah, that's where we'll start. Okay, enjoy. I'll see you afterwards. Number 1, airport sushi chefs, which I'll admit was connected to our number 2, a $10,000 plane seat. And no, I don't mean it like that. I'm not like a money guy. This isn't a flex. It's a long story, and I know that technically I'm in LA at this. I'm not in Japan yet, so these aren't things I saw in Japan. Can it, pal? This is my channel. I make the rules. Speaking of making the rules, I don't know if it's kosher to say this and like expose what people pay for things. I was sent there by a particular streaming company for a show called One Piece Season 2. The company rhymes with let Nix. They are the ones who sent me to Japan, which I'm very excited about, and yes, they got me a dope seat. Flying first class is something I didn't know it was like this. I don't know how else to say that. Like, I'm not even sure if y'all understand. It was insane. And I'll admit I acted a fool on that 14-hour flight to Japan. It was a lot. It did kind of make me realize, like, oh, this is what all the fuss is about with money. And I lived it up. I made the most of it, because when would I ever get a first class seat international on an airplane with my own pennies? It would never happen. I could probably make a whole video on that, but whatever. As for now, let's just skip right to Japan. For all the insane things I saw over there, my God, it was incredible. Wait, let me do like a sick, like, Japan arrival thing. So first I had to escape the airport, of course, and grab an Uber to the hotel that Netflix had gotten for me. Tried to make conversation with the Uber driver.
Oh my gosh, I love Japan so much.
He spoke perfect English, in case you were wondering. But I get it. Like, what's the response? Like,
I love Japan so much.
Okay. Like, yeah, she lives there. She loves it too. What did you expect, Garrett? Anyways, what is this video again? Right? All the incredible things I saw in Japan. God, I swear sometimes my brain is made of cotton candy. I know earlier I said number 1 was the sushi chefs in the airport, and then the seat. Those weren't even in Japan. Fresh start. This is number 1. Look. What are these Uber perfume bottle scents? I'm not sure what they are, but they strike me as very different, and I know it's subtle, right? But they remind me of all the potions I love, like, you know, like early video game asset-style potions, like from BioShock and stuff. You know, and also every video game ever. Oh, and here's a scoop for you. FamousBirthdays.com. Put this in my trivia. If a video game doesn't have green, bubbling potions, I don't want to play it. Something about liquid sloshing around in a car is something you'd see in a video game and go, that doesn't happen in real life. That's like a video game thing. No, look, it's in Japan. I like the way they look. Anyways, number 2, Ghost Driver. I'm kidding, moron. Sorry about calling you that. And sick name for a movie, by the way. Does that exist? Does a movie called Ghost Driver exist? Oh, wow, let's watch the trailer. I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought it would be bad. It looks really good, but tricked you, dude. We're back in my video. But yeah, pretty crazy. Japan, along with all these other places, drive on the other side of the road, so they have these spooky empty ghost seats. Okay, also, I'm gonna stop trying to, like, count everything I see. Like, 1, 2, item 3, 4. It's gonna get so confusing. It's not a great sign that I only made it to 3, and trying to count and keep track was breaking my brain. All right, next, this absolutely insane hotel. This place was proper. It was much like the plane seat. It was like money. Netflix went all out. It was sick. And I don't normally stay in places this sick. And oh my God, dude, this place was like in the year 3000. It was so absolutely stunning. Well, in the beginning. And then I stayed there for a few days and... But just focus on now, okay? It looks really good now when I first entered it. And dude, look at what the window's doing. I mean, this place had me, I can say stimming, right? It had me stimming. Okay, see, there you go. I didn't want to be rude. I actually had to check because I was curious. Sorry, right, the hotel. Yes, I was freaking out. Oh my God. Dude, this is really cool. Oh my God, okay. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous of heights. Excuse me, please look at this cute box Netflix left me in my room. And you know, spoiler, I later ended up using this packaging as a clothing accessory, because anything can be clothes if you believe in them enough. So gift wrap or pirate accessory. So I explored the hotel for a little while. This place was fancy. What the hell even is that? Pretty sick, rich person's light. Next up is this eerily clean carpet. Really think about this. This is an ivory carpet that hundreds of people walk on with dirty city shoes. How? Like there's a reason that American carpets in hotels in most places look like this. You think every hotel in existence loves Baroque designed carpets? No, baby. That's to hold decades and decades of actual filth. I understand it. I get it. You have thousands of tourists walking with dirty shoes on the carpets of your hotel, but then there's Japan. And they said, fuck it, ivory. And I'm bringing that up because that is the cleanliness standard everywhere in Japan. Oh, and by the way, public restrooms in Japan are on this level of cleanliness, you know, compared to American bathrooms, which very often look like, I don't know how else to say this, I'm sorry, war zones. Actual Call of Duty map looking ass bathrooms here in the States. Anyways, back to this hotel. Look, even the little ice picture in the hotel looks like it has like a net worth, you know? And also that's just beautiful design. That's everywhere in Japan though. The lounge was obviously very beautiful. You could even see the Eiffel Tower from it, which I loved. Free apple juice, which I had so much apple juice. What can I say? I love apple juice, but a man can't survive off of apple juice alone. So I read that underneath my hotel there was like this food court. Because technically this was like a mall sort of underneath my hotel. It's a little confusing, but whatever. Essentially, this is a food court inside of a mall. And I know what you're thinking. Whoa, that looks just like our food courts in our American malls. Hey, speaking of Taco Bell, I actually saw something in another mall later in my trip that I couldn't believe and had to investigate.
What the hell? That can't be real. Taco Bell? In Japan?
After 17 minutes of exhaustive research, I figured out that in all of Japan, there are only 10 Taco Bells, which might explain why they live so much longer than us over there. In the United States, there are over, well, actually, you go ahead and guess. Here, look, let me just take 5 seconds and guess. How many Taco Bells in the States? It'll be fun. Do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you get it? You got a number in your head? Oh, God, it's going to be so embarrassing how wrong you are. 8,239. So here in Japan, that's 1 for every 12.5 million people. So the odds of running into it were pretty much 1 in 12.5 million. So I had to find it. So I entered this mall that, according to this sign, the Taco Bell was in. And oh my God. If I went into an actual museum in the United States and it looked like this, my jaw would hit the floor. And again, this is a mall. This is the outside of the mall, by the way. It's the normal mall landscaping. In fact, hey, not so fast, Japan. We also have landscaping outside of our malls in America, too. But you know, I gotta say, out of all these incredible stores and places I'm seeing in Japan, it's a little surprising to me that there's not a place that has live auctions where you can score absolutely beautiful, rare items in real time while supporting small businesses. In fact, that doesn't seem to exist anywhere. Not unless you have the incredible app, Whatnot. We're getting back to Japan in a second, but I have to tell you about this. It's very cool. If you know me, you know that I'm absolutely obsessed with finding rare, beautiful, interesting, cool things all over the world. In fact, just last week I found her. I've been hearing sounds in my place ever since I got her, too. Some things fall over at night now. Anyways, I love buying rare, beautiful, cool things for good prices, which is why I love Whatnot. Whatnot is the #1 live streaming shopping app where you can jump into live shows put on by real people and shop things like vintage collectibles, antiques, trading cards, vintage fashions, streetwear, and a ton more. In fact, there's over 100 categories on there. It is so fun. Let me show you how this works. You just open the app, jump into one of the countless live shows in there, and when you see something pop up that you like, you swipe right here in the bottom right-hand corner to bid on it, and it's very fun. There's a chat going in real time, which I love.
Hello, sweetie. How are you, Garrett? Welcome in.
And my favorite thing is that you're supporting these small sellers directly and like seeing them, you know, feeling their joy when you're excited and then they're excited, and it's fun. It's so easy and fun to do that I'll show you right now in real time. Look, we're gonna buy something on Whatnot together. Let's do anime and manga.
We got ourselves a One Piece style with Luffy.
What? Dude, that's meant to be. Look, hang on.
Garrett, welcome to Japan, Alabama.
And then look, I could say, thank you, I love you. Say it back to me, telling me you love me, I need this. And just like that, for a great price, I'm getting a One Piece carpet. And if you sign up using my link, or this QR code right here, you will get $15 off your first purchase anywhere in the app. Oh, and we've done this before, and someone in my last video won big, which is great. If you sign up using my link and follow me on Whatnot, Garrett Watts here, Pumpkinhead Boy, like right there, Garrett_Watts, just like that, you will automatically be entered to win $500 in Whatnot credit. And the winner for that will be picked in 1 month. I will update when it happens in the description, just like I did on the last video. You can check it out for yourself, right? You know how it works, and you're gonna find something you love, I promise. And it's so much fun, and you're supporting small business, and it's great. Whatnot's amazing. Right. Back to Japan! In my virtuous search for the extremely rare Japanese Taco Bell, I found myself in yet another stunning mall food court. And by the way, this is completely separate from this one. This one was days ago. This is not a linear video. This is Garrett Unhinged. It's all over the place. Let me live. So yes, another god-tier mall food court. This is weirdly specific, but you know that feeling when you're like looking for a napkin in like a cafeteria or food court and you have to like go up to a business and be like, hey, can I have a napkin? And you feel like they're granting you mercy for giving you one. This is a dedicated physical cloth napkin and wash station here in this food court with a sink and also a place to put your leftover drinks and a water station for good measure. Hey, legitimate question for anyone who might be Japanese and watching this video. When you visit the United States, do you think we're actual monsters and goblins and trolls? Not by nature, just by comparison to how y'all live as a culture. For the record, I'm not trying to dog on the States. I love living in America. We got sick stuff in the States. We got Coca-Cola freestyle machines, seasonal Halloween stores, the Salt and Pepper Shaker Museum, world's largest chest of drawers. We got that. The Ben & Jerry's discontinued flavors graveyard, Carhenge, and most importantly, respect all around the world. No one has any notes for anything we do. And did I even mention our 8,000 plus Taco Bells? I'm sorry for that whole segment. Anyways, I found the Japanese Taco Bell. And I will say that right out the gate, I respected the OG 90s color palette as opposed to this lifeless horse shit that's happening all over the world. Please stop making fast food places look like doctor's offices. So here it is, but damn it, who gave them a freestyle machine? You know what? You can keep your beautiful, immaculate, perfect culture and behaviors and your perfect everything. But Japan, that's ours, bud. And this better be the only freestyle machine that I see. And I'm warning you right now, if I see even one Ben & Jerry's discontinued flavored graveyard over here, I'm leaving. So after all of this, and I finally found it, and it was time to try Japanese Taco Bell, I realized that that's not the kind of life I want to live.
Okay, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Sorry, I'm in Japan. I'm not gonna eat Taco Bell. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not being pretentious. I'm just not doing that.
But what I did do is purchase $38 worth of clearance sushi and sashimi and devoured it right in the middle of this gorgeous mall. Once I was done with that, obviously I needed to find dessert. What, you think big guy doesn't need a little dessert after a long day? I did find this in a market, but I've just had so much baseball custard in my life. I wanted something new. Started walking around this mall again and saw something even funnier than Japanese Taco Bell. TGI Fridays, American Bar and Grill. And was it a little tempting to want to go get an appetizer? Yeah, but big boy needs to find his dessert, remember? And lucky for me, I found this dessert cafe and took a seat because look at how beautiful this looks.
They need it. They need it. They need it.
And as for the seat that I took,
I don't know if this will translate on camera.
I don't really fit on this chair.
Look at how I look in this. And I realized that that's normal. It's us in America. We're the Giants, okay? I get it.
I need that one. I need that one. It looks cute as hell.
of course, I had to use Google Translate to understand everything in Japan because my brain is made of several loose toads. There's like an actual photo and I'm still like, what is it? But this dessert, dude.
Oh, I didn't know it was that big. Everything is small in Japan, but not this.
I'm not laying it on thick for the camera. I think this is one of the best things I've ever had in my life. Spring water cherry shaved ice from this place is one of the best things I've ever had in my life. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I don't care. I sat there like a basic American tourist and had a photo shoot with the best dessert I've ever had. Also, I just went into the future of this video for like several minutes. It doesn't, don't think about the timeline of this video, please. Just accept it. It's just supposed to be cool things in Japan. Speaking of, look at this cough drop packaging. Get real. Okay, more beautiful, insane things that I saw. This building, the buildings over there, they're stunning. This building in particular looks like someone I would want to date. I will explain. Do y'all ever see an object that's beautiful and then imagine the human version of it? I've done it my whole life. Like that video game. Do you know what I mean? Date everything. See, it's not weird. They made a whole game about it where you can like mute an office chair and then it turns into the human equivalent or like a vacuum. Same thing. So it's not complicated. It's not even weird. I'm just saying that I want to date the human version of this building, which in case you were wondering, would look exactly like Cameron Monaghan from Jedi Survivor. All right? God, lay off. Some of us wanted to date buildings, okay? Does anyone know what that is psychologically? Comment below if you know what that's all about. I've been single for a very long time, by the way. Fancy hotel had a 10 out of 10 shower that is so hard to find. God, it was perfect. It also had one of those, like a view that was like from, like an ambient YouTube channel, like that type of thing. It'd be called like Lo-Fi Plays During a Rainy Night in Tokyo in 2004. It'd be 7 hours of this, and I'd watch the whole thing. Speaking of watching, this was the first time I had ever been exposed to Japanese television. I didn't understand a single word of this particular show, but baby, I was locked in. From what I gather, I think it was about people reviewing like reviewing nannies or babies. I don't know. I watched it it for 20 minutes, though. It was great. And again, for not understanding a single word, I was deeply invested. Next morning was a whole morning of adventure. I had a breakfast of only strawberries. I don't know what it is. Strawberries are huge in Japan, brother. Those are everywhere. Y'all remember that brain rot where people were buying the $20 strawberry because their phones told them to or they were trying to feel something? Well, you can get that same strawberry in a pack of 15 for the same price in Japan. And while I'm on the subject of strawberries, as a huge fan of fake novelty food, which I personally collect and have so much of, I am just in heaven because it's everywhere here. And not only does it look cool, but it also tells oafs like me what the food looks like. So I can go, oh, it looks like that. I want that. Hey, speaking of oafs, the ceiling height for me was a huge problem here. I learned that on my first day out with some friends.
Oh my God. We're doomed.
I said we're because Jeff is the same height as me. That's Jeff right there. Cosplayer, really great guy. We have the same height, same body shape, same arms, everything. Everyone says so, everyone. So just to be clear, this is a photo of Jeff here, not me. So that's Jeff. He's a dream. He's a guy who winks. Look at that. And then this is Lorena. She's, oh my God, she's so cool. She's a stunt woman and she does parkour and just look. Obsessed with Jeff and Lorena, and also this train that looks like a toy. It looks like something straight from Miyazaki animation. Wow. Also, this is the iconic Shibuya. Oh, so cool. Which, despite the events of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, is still standing. And thank goodness for that, because that means we still have the very adorable and heartbreaking Hachiko statue. The dog who in the 1920s used to walk his owner to Shibuya Station every morning and return each afternoon to wait for him. But one day, unfortunately, his owner passed away and never came back. But Hachiko kept returning to this exact spot anyway, every day for nearly 10 years, and people in Tokyo began to notice him and feed him, and eventually he became a national symbol of loyalty. And this statue stands where he used to wait. And if you're wondering, yes, it was in that same Jujutsu Kaisen episode where Shibuya got destroyed. I also think it's really cute that people still honor him by petting him. Of course, I had to do that. God, look at his little face. And you can even see how often people pet him because they've rubbed off the grime. Ah, love you, Hachiko. Anyways, on a violently unrelated note, look at this Duolingo body pillow that Duolingo sent Lorena.
Shut up, bro. What is this?
He has that Ilya Rozanov ass.
Japanese fashions. Oh my God. The way that they dress over in Japan. Again, I'm not trying to unfairly compare, but it's insane. It puts us to shame. It really does. I mean, my God, it's full of so much intention. So since I got back from Japan, I've just been trying to dress with a lot more intention. I'll never be a fashion guy, but just more me, if that makes sense. And you know what? Somebody actually noticed the other day because I was actually on the set of The Mandalorian, which was insane. It was really fun. So I posted a reel about it, and I saw this sweet comment about someone talking about my clothes. I love Garrett's style. He's like Florida man, fantasy vibes, and always looks prepared for an adventure. Hell yeah, thank you. I love you. Japan is helping me dress better. Anyways, back to Japan. Ready, me, go! We did one of those little photo booths where we look like pop stars. I don't know if we pulled it off, but we did. We sure did try. I got gaslit in Japan. That was a first. I can't escape this narrative. I thought Jeff was chill until he hit me with this garbage.
What do you see there when you see that?
That's clearly a little girl.
Dude.
Is Hello Kitty a cat? So Hello Kitty is not a cat. She's actually a little girl.
This is so manipulative of you.
Hello Kitty is not a cat. She's
Stop.
a little girl.
As if that horseshit narrative doesn't keep me tossing and turning at night, I have to deal with this shirt that I saw. And I'm not against someone wearing a Jesus shirt. Rock on, live your life. But what does that mean? What is that? I keep on trying to understand. What does that mean? What does that have to do with this 1970s Jif commercial? What? And why reference something so niche? And what is that? What is Lord and Yup? The pressure, labor God? What is that? And yes, I'm pissed that I didn't buy it. Don't remind me. Luckily, this made me feel better right away. The name of this cafe. Also, the inside looked like every Resident Evil environment ever. It just did, okay? If you play the games, you know what I mean. Also, next to Cafe Cheese, I found this pancake who's not doing well, which I would love.
Look, you see he's
Oh my God.
He's got strawberries. And look at how depressed he looks. Look at his eyes.
Oh no.
You know? He texts his friends, I love you, when they get nervous. You know what I mean?
That's so specific.
I'm sure this is delicious, but it looks like something they would eat in Elden Ring out of desperation. But we have these, so you know what I mean? Dude, this looks like a food for gods compared to these. Japanese Starbucks, yeah, so what of it? Bully me, why don't you? Yeah, Jeff and I had a little bro date and got some cherry blossom Starbucks matchas in Japan. And they were damn delicious. Also, camera eats first. I went off on my own and found some beautiful action figures afterwards. Japan is the action figure capital of the world. My God, I was losing my mind the entire time. And by the way, look at this crew. Imagine having to fight like John Wick and Alice from Resident Evil, Neo, and Pennywise all together. And then this too, whatever that is. Let's call him Milk Fella. Let's do it. Let's do it, gang. As y'all know, 7-Eleven is church for me. The 7-Elevens in Japan are a huge part of why I'm obsessed with 7-Eleven, why I wear the bling. 7-Elevens in Japan are my favorite thing in the world, and I was eating there pretty much every day. Yeah, every single day I ate there. Remember how I said there were over 8,000 Taco Bells in America? There's over 21,000 7-Elevens in Japan, to put it into perspective. So when you're traveling there, it's very, very, very easy to eat. It's like super cheap. Also, yes, they even sell Jujutsu Kaisen action figures in the 7-Eleven. And Japan's got us beat there too, because all we've got are some novelty lighters. Anyways, here's another building that I want to date. I happened to cross this absolutely beautiful temple, and look at these stairs, dude. The stairs don't mess around in Japan, that's what it did to me. That's not great. Out of respect, I didn't want to film too much at the temple, but I did see this frog, which is the most peaceful I have ever seen in my life. But also, big chance it might be dead.
Do frogs chill in the sun like that?
I sure do hope so. Look at that. Ooh, a very alive fish. Look at that. That's nice, huh? But goofing off aside, the temples all over Japan are so beautiful, and they're so cool to visit. Look at these guys. These little statues are so cute. They're little guardians for, the spirits of children, both living and children who have passed on. And people put these little red hats on them to keep them warm. They're so, so, so sweet. And children even leave little things that mean something to them in order to watch over the spirits of other children and living children. It is extremely, extremely cute and special to see. Also, someone left a little wine, bakery, chocolate, and ornament train, which is my kind of train. I got to see the Tokyo Tower, which thank goodness it did not get as damaged as it got in Sakamoto Days, which I very highly recommend if you haven't seen it. I saw maybe the world's cutest bus. That looks like a piece of candy. Maybe the world's cutest building, maybe ever. Maybe the world's most stunning building ever. This building looks like that alternate universe from Doctor Strange 2. You know what I mean? That's kind of what all of Japan looks like, by the way. But this building's crazy. I looked at it for maybe an hour. And then after that, there was a building that tried to perform a fatality on me, but I wasn't always so lucky. A store with maybe the best name that a store can have, outside of cheese, of course, but that's a really good name for a store. You know what else was great? This extremely aesthetic One Piece Netflix party that was all pirate themed and outside that they threw for us. It was a dream. It was a very, very, very cool night. Here's my friend Abdullah telling you what he's drinking.
Coke.
Hell yeah. And I'll tell you what, I was just happy to be there. There were s'mores. And oh my God, look at this monstrous s'mores technique. Just 3 shoved on there. I love it. And yeah, they even had a bracelet station. Ty Skyler, the guy who plays Sanji, showed up and gave some really great advice.
Call your parents every day.
Then a pirate band showed up, which is the best kind of band. God, and then I found a beautiful big red stone. I don't know what did it to me. I think it's either Sorcerer's Stone or Aladdin, but I can't get enough of a big red stone, and I'm sorry, Netflix, I stole so many of these. But it was all good. We all left with the treasure. Pirate sword photo shoot in Japan. She really knows how to pose with a sword. I don't. I tried my best. We did learn ancient Japanese map making techniques, which was way more my speed, if I'm being honest. It was actually really cute. Everyone looked like kids. I felt like a kid again, and everyone actually looked like children in kindergarten. But this one thing, I don't know if I should say that, whatever. This one thing happened where I was weirdly in love with my instructor, who is off camera, so respectfully, I won't show them. But yeah, it's so obvious how obvious it was. Whatever, I kept my cool enough, kind of. Oh yeah. The next night was the big Tokyo premiere of One Piece, and everyone looked so beautiful and cool. And also I was there. I didn't really bring the fancy clothes. I didn't know this was happening, okay? In my defense, I didn't read the itinerary. But anyways, the Tokyo premiere of One Piece was absolutely incredible. They had Lego Luffy, they had real Luffy, they had Lego Snail, they had Giant Ham. I had to get a photo with Giant Ham. They also had this character called Chopper. What is that? I don't often get photos with celebrities, but Chopper was absolutely the exception. Then they put us in this massive room while we were waiting for the premiere to start, which I didn't mind because they had so many cupcakes. So many cupcakes. Then people started sharing their Hear Me Outs, and this one was incredible.
You're hear me out too?
I'm not gonna lie.
Aaron from SpongeBob.
And I mean, y'all already know mine.
Damn, girl.
And then for some reason, the group started discussing a Zootopia fan theory, and the details of it, I'm not even sure if it's legal to discuss. And you can see it in people's eyes. Well, not everyone's eyes. Nothing shakes Lorena. She's a stunt woman, so she's good. Anyways, thank God it was time for the premiere. The One Piece Season 2 premiere in Tokyo was as insane as you would expect. I think I might have been on Japanese television. I don't know.
Looking forward for season 2?
I want to see Mihawk again. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
Obviously, the cast of One Piece was there. They were lovely.
원피스가 일본에
Everyone is so perfectly cast in this show that it's actually insane. Also, look at this wardrobe choice. I mean, come on. Taz Skylar is too powerful. He needs to be nerfed. God gave him too much. Resident Evil Laser Hall. That's what this room looked like to me. You know what I mean? The hall from Resident Evil that kills people, which I would be killed in because I can't do this. Speaking of killed, Netflix actually snuffed our phones before the premiere started, which I weirdly appreciated. The next day we went to this beautiful marketplace where I saw one of the coolest pandas I've ever seen in my life, and a bunch of beautiful things. So many more strawberries, so many beautiful foods. I don't care if this sounds basic, I did feel like I was in an anime looking at all the beautiful foods, okay? I did bring my fancy camera on this little excursion with me, where I proceeded to put every living photographer out of business. I mean, think about it. Do you know a photographer? Have you heard from them since I took these photos? I didn't think so. No, it's just because the subjects were beautiful. My camera was just on the automatic, but the photos are still beautiful, okay? We ate takoyaki, which I don't know if I said that right, I'm sorry. But it's really cool because they put these fish flakes on top of them, and then because of the heat, it makes it look like they're alive. Spooky. And who's to say they're not? We ate so many beautiful things that day, you have no idea. Well, actually you do because you're looking at it in 4K right now. Whoa. God, this tasted so good. Also, my friend Pierre decided to eat this amount of real Japanese wasabi, by the way, which is insane. Oh, and on the subject, I didn't realize that I was being manipulated my entire life by American sushi restaurants. Fun fact, if you've ever had wasabi in the US, you probably haven't actually ever had real wasabi. It's just horseradish sauce dyed green. Because real wasabi only naturally grows in cold mountain streams in Japan, and when the root is freshly grated, it releases a sharp, sharp heat instantly that fades within a couple minutes. Which is why most of us outside of Japan have never had real wasabi. We've just been eating green-colored horseradish. But eating even a tiny amount of the real stuff can bring actual tears to your eyes, which is why it's insane when my friend Pierre did this.
This is a new cinnamon challenge. I'm with this. This is gonna be fun as hell.
If I remember correctly, he bet his friend $100 that he could do it while keeping a straight face.
All right, bet. Ready? Go. Oh my. So It's time.
How'd it feel?
I feel good.
Later that night, Netflix ended up throwing us an absolutely beautiful going away party. When we walked into what I thought looked like a Hitman level looking ass building. God, I've taken so many lives in Hitman. Whoa, 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 whoa. But I was a good boy at this party, very well behaved. I didn't do any creepy Hitman stuff. Sorry, I'll stop talking about murder. The party that they threw for us was absolutely beautiful. And this view, are you kidding me? Because the One Piece aspect of a trip was coming to an end. And what an end it was. I said goodbye to all my beautiful new friends. One Piece season 2. One Piece is real. And goodbye to all the glamorous Netflix stuff as well. And also, not sponsored in a traditional sense, but check out One Piece on Netflix. It's amazing. Garrett, what do you mean next day? That doesn't make any sense. If the Netflix stuff was over, wouldn't you just be flying back home at this point? You might logically ask. Well, yeah, that was the plan, but I extended my trip, even though I had absolutely no idea where I was going to stay and I didn't have any plan. But whatever, I was in Japan. You only live once, you know what I mean? So, of course, I had to say goodbye to my beautiful hotel because I wasn't going to stay there. It's very expensive. Whatever, I knew I'd find a place to sleep. I did have soup before I left the nice hotel, though, and look at how beautiful this is when miso soup clumps together like this into an ethereal little miso soup cloud. I mean, there's nothing better. I've always loved things like this in life. Little everyday moments that feel like details that would be focused in on in like a slice of life anime. Like, have you ever watched a sugar cube dissolve into coffee? Oh my God, would you just look at that? That is the point of life. Also, I found a shop that sold only tiny umbrellas. That's all that they sold. That's it. And so I know I just said this, but that is also the point of life. Also, I found them and I bought this one specifically. Please tell me if I made the right choice. All right, thank you for letting me calm down for a sec. That was really nice. Listen, at this point, the sun was going down very fast and I didn't know where I was going to sleep still. And that was a little bit of a problem for me. But if you know me and you were watching me in 2019, then baby, you know that I love capsule hotels. And there was one just a couple miles away from me, and apparently it was in a spa, and I did not know how a capsule hotel could be located inside of a spa, and also the whole thing was apparently hidden in a strip mall, so I really didn't know how to feel about any of this. But I mean, in 2019, I stayed in a capsule hotel that was hidden inside of a bookshelf, like inside of a functioning bookstore, so I'm sure it would be fine. And even if it was terrible and sketchy, who cares, because I'm still in Japan. But it was not. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. It was just that. It was a capsule hotel hidden inside of a spa, which obviously I didn't get footage of that part, because I'm not going to film in a spa, but it also had my favorite rule I've ever seen in any terms of engagement contract ever. Please maintain a silent, peaceful atmosphere and refrain from making annoying, dull conversations. Found a restaurant downstairs that had really, really, really good decorations, and they also had a drink called the Whiskey Caramel Popcorn. And that is exactly what it sounds like. Japan, I could never be mad at you. I love you so much for giving me the Whiskey Caramel Popcorn. Thank you. Also, look what they put on my salmon. A flower on that bitch. A flower on that. Look. Whoa. Anyways, after that, I found a traditional Irish pub in Tokyo, which is objectively funny. And I was really surprised, too, because it had all the things that a traditional Irish pub usually has. I'm talking onion ring, spicy garlic shrimp, and of course, the traditional old Irish classic, fried calamari. Hey, Japan, what's going on here? It's moving. Do you see that fucking whole thing? Did you see that? Look, do you see that's moving? You see the taxidermy in this restaurant is moving? I love it. But not as much as I love this array of street-facing idiot fish. They are far too big, a little bit dumb, probably doomed, but ultimately very happy, which is to say, I think I found my people. Big, big, big door. One of the biggest I've seen. Big fish. Real good, really good bar name. And not too far from another really, really good bar name. This thing that instantly pissed me off and actually gave me a pretty bad headache. I hope he's on a list and that Japan is keeping track of him. I actually was having, I didn't know if I needed to you know what I mean? Take for the greater good of the world, I wanted to kill him. But whenever I get unreasonably angry, I just think of my favorite image on the internet and it instantly puts me in a good mood. Anyways, I went back to my spa/capsule hotel and I just went to bed. Well, I had to say goodbye to my beautiful little capsule hotel, and I was going to miss the big door, and I was going to miss my friends, but I was off to see more parts of Tokyo. And for the love of God, would you look at the littlest door you've ever seen? What's beyond that door is something that I want in on. Got it, but there's little microscopic Japanese mice having a big dinner around a big table in there. Even the pigeons are prettier in Japan. I said it. Look at how shiny that is. Mother of pearl looking ass pigeon. Anyways, I was just super lost at this point. I was looking for a museum that my friend Abdullah told me about, and he was going to meet me there. He was at the pirate party with me. Also, I'm certain that's a secret entrance to another world. Anyways, I ended up getting so lost that I had to take an Uber, and on the Uber ride, I got actually very pissed off because I started thinking about him. I just hate that he's still out there. But it's fine because I found Abdullah for our museum adventure, and we got some beautiful breakfast together.
That's beautiful. What is it? It was like fig and almond or something like that?
Don't ask questions.
Oh, okay.
And as for the museum, my God, the camera won't do it justice, but I'll try.
Oh, that is not real.
Whoa, what's that? This place was so beautiful, and if you ever visit Tokyo, please, I can't recommend it enough. But my absolute favorite room was this one here where children could draw illustrations of sea creatures and see them come to life. It was so beautiful and inspiring to see all these things all around the world that meant so much to children, whether it be silly creatures, their puppies, their favorite video games, their favorite subject in school, and of course, who could forget a child's favorite socio-political agenda of a 79-year-old man? Go get him, tiger. Wait. No, God, ew, I was kidding. Gross, don't touch it. Abdullah and I were both thrilled to learn that this wasn't just for kids. Anyone could actually do their own drawing and see them come to life in this beautiful digital ocean. Abdullah's was this sweet creature, and of course I had to represent the Matrix Reloaded.
Well done. That's really good.
You like it?
Let's watch our fishes swim.
Oh.
After that, we had some damn green tea with some digital butterflies on it. And then for some reason, kind of in that museum, there was an entire shop for honey, which I loved. Also, I found this.
Look at this shriveled baby Voldemort under the bench looking ass coffee shop in Tokyo.
And very lucky for me, that night, I found an incredible place to stay at. It was a room inside of a really old house in Japan. And, dude.
I need to take a moment to say, first of all, if anyone at Netflix is watching this who put me in the first hotel, just skip ahead like 20 seconds, okay? I like this better than anything. This little old haunted room is so cool. Look at this window. Are you kidding me? Hyatt? You could never.
And of course, it had its own little rooftop terrace.
Oh my. I'm gonna.
Next day, I woke up bright and early at 2 p.m. for some essential Tokyo toy shopping. Oh, and Japan has many beautiful toys. Speaking of toys, these are called gachapon machines, and they are absolutely everywhere in Japan. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these everywhere. They're just little toy machines. You put in coins and you get out toys. Easy. This one is clearly fried food themed, but I fell deeply in love with this trash themed one.
The light bulb means everything to me, but the can's growing on me as well. All right. I'll learn to love him. Is that what it's like having kids? When you don't like it, you have to just Never mind.
Hey, speaking of kids, I remembered I had a little baby in my little leather pouch that I keep my keys and coins in, so I thought it'd be fun to put him in the machine for a surprise for a kid. Anyways, ultimately, gachapon machines are for babies. Now it was time for real grown-up toys. And these stores in Japan do not play around. They are massive. I also had this really cool moment where I saw my body type like represented in a figure in Tokyo, so that was really special. This is the coolest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. There were too many cool things over there to put in one video. This looks like if someone had never seen a cake before, but they read the definition of it and then tried to make it. The vibiest electronics store you've ever seen. Why don't all electronic stores look like this? They're electronic stores. Let them be silly. They had this full display of game controllers. They even had the Titan submersible controller. I'm not saying that to try to be funny or something. That was a terrible tragedy. I'm just very confused why they actually have the Logitech F710 controller, and it's weird that I know that, but I do.
What the hell even is that look? Imagine if I were to try to go on the next haunted adventure without this. That would actually be disgusting. Dude.
Of course I bought that. Are you kidding me? Look at it. Genuinely amazed at how many alarm clocks they have in Japan. They have a whole aisle for alarm clocks. That's something I thought phones replaced, and I'm so glad that they didn't in Japan. Look at all these alarm clocks. Afterwards, on my way to dinner, I saw this uncharacteristically spooky looking Buddhist temple. Incredible. Also, I ate sushi at this place. I saw this outside of the sushi business and still decided to go in. Also, I'm certain I know where he lives.
I definitely chose the right place.
I was delighted because they had a Yakuza meal. A whole sushi meal that was themed after the new Yakuza game. So I got to have hot guy Yakuza sushi. You don't even understand how much food I ate that night. When I got back to the old Japanese house that I was staying in, I saw this and it looked like a little bit of an omen. It was just kind of creeping me out. And then I saw this fly that night in the shower that I know was a ghost. Anyways, jokes aside, I need you to experience this next moment as I experienced it in real time. It was about 2 a.m. and I had turned off the lights and I was going to go to bed. And then I heard a crazy knock sound, so I turned on the light and saw this. So I left and I got a hotel. It's actually not for the reasons you think. I was obsessed with my haunted little old Japanese room, but it was booked the next morning, so I had to leave. And the hotel that I ended up getting was just the one that was cheapest and most convenient, and it ended up being what I think is called a love hotel, which is exactly what it sounds like. But they're really cheap and they're great, and it didn't matter. It was just a place to sleep.
I'm happy here.
Oh, it's cute. Perfect. I don't care. I love it. I have to pee so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Where's the pool?
This looks like a closet. I don't know if I can fit through this door. Is that a toilet? Please say this. Oh.
Oh my god, I'm having so much fun making this video, and I swear it could be 3 hours long. And at this point, I've literally cut out hundreds of things that I thought would be in this video. So in order to get as many as I possibly can in, can you just please buckle up and bear with me while I rapid fire show you a bunch of incredible things that I saw in Japan. Like this lone little dog who's on his own. This clean Xbox branding that's amazing. This sweet woman who let me take a photo of her incredible puppy. Autonomous little guy living his life. Going around on his little tricycle. No one was even looking at him. Objectively terrible name for what I think is a bar. This taxi that thought he was in a Grand Theft Auto game. Bro, are you good? Get out of here. This alleyway, my god, the alleyways in Japan are the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I could spend all day going through the alleyways of Japan. Please, I want to die in this. Bacon, which was a place that I thought maybe served breakfast, but instead it's a love hotel. And this one doesn't look half as beautiful as mine. One of the best awnings I've ever seen. Casino Blow, which is the most Grand Theft Auto universe name for a casino imaginable. Japan loves its big, silly decor, and so do I. It's effective too. Like this one here brought me right in, baby. It brought me right in.
I really don't want to talk about what I just did to that place. A pile of crab legs hates to see me coming.
The sweetest, cutest little baby microscopic semi-truck on the face of the planet. This Devil May Cry level looking ass business. I don't know what they do in there, but I'm into it. This actual missile? This missile?
I might call the United States government on that one just to let them know. Just to let them know. Or actually, never mind. Japan, you cook.
The prettiest wall. My god, this is just a wall. This is a wall by a train station. That's what that looks like in Japan. I actually don't want to talk about this one. I don't want to talk about it, sorry. Stunning truck. Oh my God, this is cool. Oh my God, this is cool. Sexy building, look at you. Oh man. Sorry. And then just a gorgeous airport. My God, look at this thing. This is the airport of Japan. Just casually looks like this. Oh, hey bud. What are you? What are you? We don't have you in America. Oh, speak of the devil, look at that. That's my plane that just landed in America. Now I'm back home. Look, that's funny. He's where my head goes. Sorry. You have had way too much of me over the past 40 minutes or whatever. But remember him from the video you watched? Thanks for watching, by the way. I sure do love and appreciate you for watching all of that. Believe it or not, which you probably do believe it, because maybe the video didn't look great. Everything you just saw was only clips from my phone. Isn't that nuts? I personally think that that's nuts. I actually shot several other videos over there. You didn't see the half of it in this video. Isn't that insane? You didn't. You really didn't. So if you want more of this, baby, you let me know and I'll give it to you. God, what do I want to say right now? Oh, God, Andrew Sawicki started a YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Andrew Sawicki. Okay.
That's amazing. Shout out to go watch Andrew Sawicki's channel. How cool is that? Check it out. I'll put it at the end of this video, or like the link to it, so you can see it at the end, because you can go and subscribe. He's amazing. I love Andrew so much. That was so much fun. I loved all the people I met over there. I hope you had a fun time with this. Netflix was really cool for sending me over there. Very wonderful. One Piece is cool. I stand One Piece, so that was really fun. I'm a very lucky boy, not only to be able to do things like that, but to be able to make things for you. It is a deep honor of mine, so thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed that. I thought that I don't know. I don't know anything. And if I can figure it out, you can too. You know what I mean? I don't. I'll calm down. Sorry. Thank you to Whatnot for sponsoring this video, by the way. But by the way, look, you can do $500. You can maybe win $500 if you scan this code here, or check out the link in the description and follow me on Whatnot. You remember what I said. That's your chance to do it if you want, right there. Well, how's that? If anyone knows what that reference is, I love you. It's very specific. I'll just tell you, it's my favorite show in the world. Oh my God, I'm gonna start yapping if I don't shut up. I love you. Thank you for watching. Tell me something really good in the comments. Surprise me. Just talk to me. I always think of a question to ask you. You think of something to ask me, or you talk to me. Damn it. Love you. Thank you for watching Garrett Unhinged. Bye-bye.